Hello everyone. So welcome to the solution part of DF and an equation. And here we will see the problem of sum number 3, and after completion of sum number 3 then we'll back to the problem number 2, right? So since here we have triple 3 into x plus 707 into y equal to 1. So to solve this problem, first of all, here we'll compare with the D of and an equation. The D of and an equation says that the format is ax plus by is nothing but equal to c, and after comparison here the values will be a will be equal to triple 3 and the value of b will be equal to 707 and c is nothing but equal to 1. So this is all about the Diophantine equation, and where we have calculated a, b and c. Now after that we'll go to the step number 1 over here, and at the step number 1 we'll find the GCD. First we'll find the GCD of triple 3 and 707, and to find the GCD you know which number is greater. 707 is greater, so 707 will come first, and after that now it will be divided by 707 will be divided by triple 3, and it will go to 2 times, and the result will be 666, and the remainder will be 41. So hence we can say 707 can be written as 2 into triple 3, 2 into triple 3, and plus of 41 will come, right? And after that what we'll do over here, since here we have triple 3, so triple 3 will go to that side, and triple 3 we can again will be divided by 41. Triple 3 will be divided by 41, so it will go to the 8 time, and 8 time it will be 328, and the remainder will be 5. Hence triple 3 can be written as 8 into 41, 8 into 41, and the remainder is 5. So we'll write 5 over here. Now after that here we have 41, so we'll write 41 here, and 41 will be nothing but equal to, it will be divided by 5, so 5 8 are 40, and the remainder will be 1. So here we can write 8 into 5, and the remainder will be 1 only, right? I hope this part is clear to you now. So already I said if you get the answer either 1 or 0, and that time you will have to stop and say, and in that particular case, so 1 will be considered as a GCD. So here we'll write, so therefore GCD of triple 3 and 707 will be equal to 1, and this is nothing but D also. Here you can write D, so D is equal to 1 only. So now in that case, at the step number 1 we have estimated D, and we'll go to the step number 2 now, and step number 2 we'll find the value of x0 and y0. So to calculate x0 and y0, already you know the step. Here we'll take the latest remainder equation. So this is the equation of latest remainder, and the value is 1. So here 1 can be expressed as first term minus of second term. 41 minus of 8 into 5. So now after that, now we'll check, do we have a remainder over here? Yeah, we have remainder, and here 5 is nothing but remainder, and 5 can be expressed in terms of first term and second term, and 41 is again the remainder, so 41 can be also expressed as first term minus of second term. So here we'll write 41 will be equal to 707 minus of 2 into triple 3, so this is nothing but 41, minus 8 will be 8. Now here we have 5 also, so 5 can be expressed as triple 3 minus of 8 into 41. So here we can write 707 minus 2 into triple 3 minus 8 into triple 3 plus 64 into 41, and now we'll do the simplification here, and after 707 is there, so it will not going to be affected, and here we have a triple 3, and here we have triple 3, so minus of 10 will come, minus 10 into triple three, and then after that here we have 64 into 41. Now check again, do we have a remainder in this equation? So yeah, again here we have remainder, that is nothing but 41 is a remainder, right? So we're going to replace 41 by, so this is a equation of remainder 41. So here 41 will be expressed by first term minus of this entire second term. So we'll write over here. So 1 will be equal to 707 minus of 10 into triple three. So for 64, now 41 will be replaced by 707 minus of 2 into triple three. So now after that here we'll write again. Here we'll do the general simplification. So 707 minus 10 into triple three plus 64 into 707 minus 64 into 2 will be 128. 128 into triple three. Now we'll do the normal and basic simplification over here. So after here we have 707, again we have 707, here is 64 plus 165 will going to come. 65 707 minus here we have triple three, and here we also have triple three. So here we have 10, here we have minus 28, so minus 38 will come, minus the 138 multiplied by triple three. I hope this step is very clear to you now. So since we know that the format of we have to now see again, do we have remainder in this equation? Here we don't have remainder because remainder value is only 41, 5 and 1. So here we don't have 5, 41 and 1. So this will be the final step. Now after finding this thing, we'll express the equation C equal to ax plus by, because this is a Diophantine equation format. So 1 will be 1 only. So do we have A? A is nothing but I think 707 we have A, right? No. B we have, so no worry. So either you can express this equation as yeah, B is 707 is B, so it will be arranged in form of by. So here we'll write 707, B will come first, and whatever term is attached with the B, it will come second. 65. So now this is the part of A, because A is given triple three. Here the value of A is nothing but triple three. So we'll write triple three over here. Triple three, and triple three will be multiplied by minus of 138. So now we'll express this equation as C equal to A x b y. So this is the format of C equal to ax plus by. So now we'll do the comparison over here. So now after the comparison we can say C is nothing but 1. It is already given as C is nothing but 1, and A is nothing but 707. A is nothing but 707. No, this is a B, right? 707 is B. This is not a A. So we're going to change this equation. So here we'll have to rearrange this equation because we have to arrange in form of C equal to ax plus by, and this is the part of x, and A is nothing but triple three. So with second part will be written first. So here we'll write triple three into minus 138 plus 707 will be written next, into here we have 65. So now here we can write, so C equal to ax plus by. So now after that, so after the comparison here we can write, so this is nothing but C, and this is nothing but A, and this is nothing but X, this is B, and this is Y. So therefore after comparison here we can say X is nothing but equal to minus 138, and Y is nothing but equal to 65, right? Yeah, Y is nothing but 65, but whatever value you will get at the step number 2, this is not x and y, this is basically initial value. So here we'll write x0 and y0. This is x0 value, this is y0 value, and from x0 and y0 we can estimate x and y. So we'll go to the step number 3 now. So step number 3, we'll evaluate this thing. So here x0, the formula is same, x0, then we have x0 minus of something, right? x0 plus b by d into t, and formula y is y0 minus will come over here, a minus of a by d will be there, right? A by d into t. So we'll write this thing here. So x0 is nothing but minus of 138, and b is nothing but, so b is already given, and b is nothing but 707. So here we'll write 707 b by d, and d is nothing but GCD, right? So d is 1 over here. So we'll write 1 into t. So now y0 is nothing but 65 minus a, and here we have a is nothing but 333 a by d into t. So in general, after simplification, here we can write, so we have obtained x and y. So here x is nothing but equal to a minus of 138 plus 707 into t, and here we have y is nothing but 65 minus 333 into t. So here we have calculated x, and here we have calculated y also, and this is our final step. So this is the end of this lecture, and in the next lecture we'll start with the solution of the problem number 2. Thank you.